Letters. You remember the way it used to be. Whether you were lucky enough to get a letter or you were writing one home, it was always a special occasion when that time happened. One of the most sacred and humble traditions that our military veterans do while they're deployed is write a letter that they hope never does go home.
I had two grandfathers that both served in foreign wars, one in World War II and another that served in Korea. And while they didn't often talk much about their time, I do remember my grandmother and grandfather talking many times about how important letters to and from each other were back in that time when they didn't have cell phones and email and text and all the things that we have today.
When I was younger, my grandfather that served in World War II used to really enjoy taking me and going on walks in a cemetery, and I learned a lot about loyalty and respect and patriotism. And when I used to hear his stories and look at the headstones, I just used to think to myself, what was their story? What was left unsaid? Who would have thought that I would have followed in my grandfather's footsteps and joined the military? When I served 4 different operations overseas, I too had written a letter that I hoped never would have gone home. And I always wondered if something would have happened, what would my family have remembered me by, and would they have wondered what I was thinking or wanting to tell them. Many veterans paid the ultimate sacrifice, some very close and dear to us, and I can't help to think, what would they like to leave as their legacy? What would they have liked to have told their family if they could have, maybe in their last words? And that's really how One Legacy came about, and I'm honored and privileged to present this platform. One Legacy is not just for the military, it's for all families. It provides a way to not only pay for your final expenses, but to plan for them. And by planning, that means you can make all of your arrangements ahead of time. You can make videos, you can make messages, you can leave letters. You can take care of all that ahead of time so that day is a day where your family can focus on remembering you instead of having to take care of all the other burdens that are placed on family members when their loved ones pass. I challenge you to check out what One Legacy has to offer. I also challenge you to go ahead and commit to taking care of your legacy. And I also challenge you to find out how One Legacy is offering these services to our active duty military for free and how you can become a sponsor. Thank you, God bless you, and Semper Fidelis.